Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for coming back to the channel and watching this video. But today, you see what we have on the agenda. We have the Hyakkimaru featuring Sayoko Kamitsure, 1/7 scale figure by Good Smell Company to unbox. This is one of the figures that I have been most excited about since I started watching anime, and I pre-ordered this over a year ago. I pre-ordered this last June when I was first getting into anime, which is pretty crazy to think that I waited 1 year for this figure and it's finally here. But you see what it is, Hyakkimaru, very good character. Let's get into unboxing this figure. Okay, so we have the outside packaging. You have the figure on the front. It also says Hyakkimaru featuring the sculptor. It has a clear transparent window, as you see, Good Smile Company logo over there, and on the side you have a side window as well as another image of the figure, which the sculpt is absolutely beautiful. And on the back you have basically a 360 view as well as a close-up of the figure as well, and on the side another showcase of the figure. So let's get into unboxing this. Like I say all the time, let's hope that I do not struggle unboxing this, because I'm really bad at taking off all the taping and stuff. But I'm really excited for this figure. I watched Dororo, I think last summer. At the time, it was one of my most highly rated anime. Since then, it's fallen off a bit after I watched more and more anime, but it's still a very solid one, and I would highly recommend it. All right. So they come with some instructions for us to put the figure together. Nothing too complicated, it looks like. And it's in English too, which is great. Nice. They gave us an English version, which makes it a lot easier. But let's get the plastic blistering off. And let's get all this plastic off as well. Okay, so I was able to get everything for the most part out. Here's the base. Nothing too crazy, just a simple, looks like a stone or a rock with 3 pegs on it actually, which is great for stability. And it also comes with 2 extra blades. And if you didn't know, Hyakkimaru in the anime actually doesn't have arms. He's almost fully prosthetic, and his whole body is basically built as a weapon. But here is the figure. Let's see if we can take the plastic off. Nice and easy. Seems pretty well packed. Comes with styrofoam there as well. But here he is, Hyakkimaru in his full glory. I don't know if you can see it, but this was definitely worth the wait. All right, so it was a little tricky getting him on the base, but we were able to manage it. And then let's just attach the 2 blades onto his arm, and that should be the full figure. I believe the shorter blade will go on his arm over here, if I'm not mistaken. And the longer blade will go in his right arm. There it is. Got both blades in, and I think that he looks absolutely phenomenal. So, you see the figure, Hyakkimaru 1/7 scale by Good Smile Company. I think that he is an absolutely phenomenal figure. I mean, the attention to detail on this is super crazy. I mean, where his kimono rips, it's a lot more fragile or flimsy, which is how it would be if this was like a real kimono. Like if the wind was blowing, these would definitely be a lot more flowy than the rest of his outfit, which is more put together, which I very much appreciate the detail. And of course, on his prosthetics, they look worn out, they look beaten up, there's some scuffing and everything on that because, well, in the anime he fights and fights and fights, putting some wear and tear on his body, which of course will show some scuffing and everything, and they got that down pat. However, not everybody is completely happy with the figure. On myfigurecollection.net, which is a website where you can track your figures and everything and look for figures that you want. A lot of people aren't really happy because of the shading on the figure. For me, I'm perfectly happy because Hyakkimaru is a very pale character in the show, and I think they got it spot on. But some people are just not happy with the shading, and I guess that's understandable because in the prototypes, he arguably does look a bit better, but by no means is this a bad figure. It's a great figure. I think it's just that people didn't like the discrepancy between the prototype and the final product, but in Good Smile's defense, it is a prototype and it's not the final product, so there's that. But I think that this figure is absolutely phenomenal. I think it captures Hyakkimaru's character perfectly. It captures him as a warrior, fighting to get his humanity back, per se. But yeah, I'm really happy with this figure. I'm super glad that I bought it, and the wait was definitely worth it. But let me know in the comments below what you think of this figure if you got it, or if you would get this figure if you don't have it. Thank you very much for watching the video. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you know when I upload next. And with that being said, this is Hyakkimaru 1/7 scale by Good Smile Company.